Hey guys, welcome to this week's blog. Hey, this is the last blog you'll see before the holidays. I just want to wish everybody who celebrates it a very, very Merry Christmas. I hope it's a time that you get to enjoy your family, appreciate what we have, even appreciate the little things, even if you're having a tough time this year. I know it's a tough time for a lot of people, but we're working on that. We're going to get you out of that tough time. So, hey, I'm sitting here in my office, and I was just doing a training video, and I figured, hey, why not shoot the blog here? And there's a couple things. I was trying to think of what to share with you going into the holidays. And the last 2 weeks, we've talked about building a buyer's list, right? Well, I think that's great stuff because I really thought about it. The key to making money in your town right now is to build a buyer's list because, you know, there's a lot of people teaching you how to find a cheap house. Great. If you find a cheap house and you have no money and you have no credit, you have nobody to sell it to, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to make money with it, right? And if you have money, why risk it if you don't have to? So here's what my thoughts are. I think you guys can find great deals. If not, there's plenty of wisdom on this site. There's wisdom in my books. And by the way, your town, here it is. This is a mock copy. This is like an original copy. This is the book, but it's not production yet. This book, Your Town, Your Real Estate Profits, will be ready very, very soon, literally in the next week or two. So we'll let you know about that. But I think between my books and my Success Academy and on the site, you could find really good deals. But if you don't have a buyer's list, it's really tough to who you're going to pass it off to, at least without using money. If you're buying and holding, like so many of other students, then buy all those cheap houses. Buy as many as you possibly can if they cash flow. But here's what I'm thinking. What are the ingredients for you to make money so you can go into 2010 just rocking it? And how to profit in your town right now. Here's what I think some of the ingredients are. Now, on these blogs, we do a mixture of inspiration and wisdom, right? Some weeks I'm just talking about how to get out of your own way and not let negative people turn you down and turn you away from real estate. Other weeks we're talking about actually building a buyer's list. Here's what I want to talk about today, and I'm winging this. I didn't overthink this, but here's the ingredients for you to be successful. You need the knowledge. Okay? Excuse my sloppy writing. The knowledge is here at this site, my Real Estate Success Academy, in my book. So you got to study it. You got to know it. You can't read 5 pages. You can't come to this site. I see a lot of you guys come to this site and ask redundant questions. And I don't mean that to be rude, but you'll put a post and go, well, how do I build a buyer's list? Well, we have conference calls on buyer's list. We have books written, I think, in Profit from Real Estate right now. There's a whole section on it. This book is only 19 bucks, guys, right? There's a whole section on building buyer's list. We have conference calls. We do blogs on it. Our coaches post on this site. So you got to have knowledge, but you got to dig in and absorb it, right? But not so much that you paralyze yourself, right? If I was going to give you a lesson and say if you just want to get started, learn how to build a buyer's list. The rest will come. Okay, so you need knowledge, right? Then you have to have the ability to tune out negativity. And I can't spell negativity. It's probably spelt wrong, but I don't care. I'm a better real estate investor than a speller. So we need the knowledge, and you got to tune out negativity. That's a monster thing because as you're learning, as you're thinking about real estate, you can't let the naysayers tell you you're not going to make money. If you see all the successful students on this site, every single one of them had people tell them they couldn't do it. Every single one of them were scared. Every single one of them has obstacles. What you got to realize is that we all have obstacles. No matter how good or bad things are, you got to focus on tomorrow, not yesterday. So here's one more lesson. One more thing is you got to turn obstacles into challenges. Okay, I probably spelled something wrong there too, but again, forget about it. So turn your obstacles into challenges. What does that mean? Okay, some of you have much bigger challenges than most. Some of you could be facing an illness, a divorce, bankruptcy. Some of you just the loss of a job. Others just facing the fear of not having money for retirement or not paying the bills and fighting with your spouse every month. Whatever it is, I'm just telling you, we all have obstacles. But if you look at it as a brick wall that you can't get through, then it's an obstacle. But if you look at it as a challenge, hey, that's a brick wall. It's higher than any one I've ever climbed, but I'm either going to climb it, punch a hole through it, dig under it, or go around it. If you can do that, then it becomes a challenge, and everybody loves a challenge. So challenge yourself to get past it so you could start doing the things that can get you towards the life that you desire and deserve. The last thing, build a buyer's list. Build buyer's list. Okay. Build a buyer's list. Why do I say that? Because a lot of you don't have money or don't want to risk it, and I don't blame you. And if you're going out using my techniques to find great deals, people going into foreclosure, need to sell their house, been on the market forever, for sale by owners, REOs, short sales, all these great ways. If you don't have money, you have nothing to do with those properties, pretty tough. You build a buyer's list, you could bird dog them, hand them off for a few grand cash. You could lock them up on a contract, an assignment deal, make $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. Rena just emailed me. She just made $15,000 on a quick flip or a quick assignment. She's one of the successful students that's always on this site here. This is happening all the time, guys, but this buyer's list is the key. You could do lease options like Greg Murphy, and you could lease option a property, hand it off to somebody on your buyer's list, make money in the middle. Remember, if you can find sellers and you can find buyers, you can live right here in the middle and make money. So this is my ingredients for you to go into 2010 and start making money with real estate. I wish you the most wonderful holiday season possible. If you're having a rough time, focus on tomorrow. Forget about yesterday. I know sometimes forgetting about yesterday is tough, but I want you to do a couple of these things. I want you to turn your obstacles into challenges, and I want you to the ability to tone out the negative people. Happy holidays. See you next week.